LeBron, pretty simple question. It was your best game of the bubble and AD's worst. How do you assess if you could replicate stuff from this to a week from now when it's actually the playoffs?
I don't understand your question.
Do you just throw it in the wash, the fact that you played really well, AD played not really well, so you can kind of throw that out? And then what beyond that can you take that would be positive signs for if this was a playoff game?
I mean, there's no way you can say that if it was a playoff game. I mean, if was a fifth, we all be drunk. At the end of the day, you go out and you play the game, and we wanted to get better today. I feel like we did. TJ Warren, made some big shots down the stretch with 7 straight. And even with AD struggles, we put ourselves in a position to still win a ball game, and that's what the team is all about. Quinn came in and was great for us off the bench, along with Taylor and Duds. And our whole bench, Dwight was a monster, on both ends. So we play Lakers basketball tonight, and win, lose, or draw. When we do that, we're going to give ourselves a good chance to be very successful in the win column.
Hey, LeBron, what have been the ways that you think you guys can get better as a team when defenses are throwing those doubles at AD and he's having to step out and read them? Where are the areas that you guys as a team can progress there?
It's all about spacing. It's actually a luxury for our team when AD gets double because you have a numbers. We have a 4-on-3 on the backside, but we have to have great spacing to put ourselves in position to be successful. There's going to be somebody open. So there's times where we're great with our spacings. There's times where we're not as great with our spacing. So we have to be able to give AD an outlet because there's 2 on the ball. So we definitely have the numbers game on the weak side. We just have to make ourselves available.
Do things change at all for you on the offensive end when it's different guys that are in the back end of the rotation as opposed to something that's more consistent? Is there anything that you can do to solidify that as you move forward?
For me personally, I think I'm just getting more and more comfortable with playing in an empty gym. And also, just having the backdrop here is a lot different from playing in a high school gym or in a college arena when you kind of like play in the summertime or whatever the case may be. Very dark, extremely dark, and it's literally you can hear a feather hit the ground. So I think I'm just getting more and more comfortable personally with my game playing here in the bubble. So, who's ever out on the floor, I just try to read and react, make myself available offensively, looking for my shot, but always looking for my pass and for my teammates, and just playing the game the right way.
Hey, LeBron, do you feel like you're still building towards something either physically or in terms of rhythm? Are you there? And then I'm curious how you looked at the game 2 nights ago when you were out. Was that sort of your last sort of recharge before hitting the ground running now through the playoffs?
My rhythm is getting better and better, like I just stated on the last question. I feel my legs are continuing to get up underneath me. My shot is starting to feel a lot better. My touch around the rim, even though tonight I still had a couple that I'm so accustomed to making a couple layups, but finishing with contact, getting into the paint, making passes on time, on target, my ball handling. I've done a great job of not turning the ball over for as much I've been, initiating the offense. So those are all good positive things, not only for myself, but for our team. Just got to continue to work that.
Algoon?
The other night we were here, you said you were still adjusting some things that you didn't really want to get into. Is the empty gym aspect, the sort of playing without fans, the backdrop, is that part of that you were still adjusting?
No, that was not what I was talking about the other night. But that, something today. But that's not what I was referring to. But like I said, I am getting more and more used to being out there. It's a very weird dynamic. It's a very weird dynamic. I haven't played in an empty gym in a very, very long time. For me personally, it's been a very long time since no one was watching me play the game. So, just trying to find that rhythm and just lock in. You got, this is great. You have to love basketball. You have to really love basketball to be here, because there's no extra motivation, as far as that you get, or the excitement from the crowd and things of that nature. You have to really love the game and love the work, and be able to lock in on your craft, and it's something that I actually love. it's pretty cool.
Last couple questions. Tanya Ganguly, do you remember when the last time was that you played?
Playing like a real game that was, no, it's been a very, very long time. You know, the gyms were not as packed my freshman year. You know, I was starting to make a name for myself, but the gyms was not as packed. But as far as empty, I don't think I've ever played in an empty gym that really counted.
Joe Garden.
We talked about you and your rhythm, but you know Frank's running in a bunch of new guys tonight. You and AD have kind of been trading off and who plays well, who doesn't, and it is almost go time. Are you concerned about being on the same page when the lights really come on, or do you feel like you're close? Like we're as a team, how do you feel about all that?
Like I stated, I don't know if the last game I played or before, and this is a different situation than any situation I've been in. So it's kind of hard to say, okay, well, the playoffs is right around the corner. You know, this is where we're going to be. We're literally we're in a bubble. This is not. It's kind of hard to explain. And obviously, you want to be playing great basketball going into the playoffs. That's exactly what you should be doing and what you want to do. And tonight, I feel like we got better from the Houston game and the OKC game. I think we played some good basketball in the Houston game. They just made a lot of shots and we were not able to make any shots. But I think tonight we finally seen the ball go through the hole from the outside, and and we defended. Once again, like I said, TJ made some big shots down the stretch. Oladipo made some big shots on Brogdon as well. But defensively, we were very in tune. So, I like where we are today from where we were in the OKC game.
Okay, last question, Melissa Rowland.
LeBron, you were talking about how different everything feels now in the bubble. I'm curious if this has allowed you to sort of grow your relationship with the game in a different way than maybe you had before, since you're so used to playing in front of raucous crowds all the time.
No. I mean, to be honest, I definitely love playing in front of the fans, and the fans is what make the game. Without the fans, I wouldn't be who I am today. To all the fans out there that ever come watch me play, I miss you guys, and I hope that someday we can get back to that interaction. It's just something that it brings to the excitement of the game when you're there, either playing on the road or at home, or obviously, it goes without saying. But for me, as far as the love of the game, that it doesn't matter who's in the stands. It doesn't matter what's going on. My love of the game, once I step on the floor, becomes just like a sanctuary for me. So I'm able to lock in once that ball is tipped up. But definitely miss our fans. Definitely miss obviously being in Staples Center with our fans, being on the road, going against fans that boo me. Going to other games and things like that, going to watch my son play and seeing the fans there. The fans are missed, and I hope that someday, like I said, the pandemic and the COVID can get under wraps, and we can take all the precautions that's needed. And we can get it figured out in America where we can get our fans back into arenas and stadiums and gyms and things of that nature, because I think it's just huge for sports.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.